everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, welcome. Thank you. Um, it's me, Lily. I first of all, I want to say that I apologize to you all that it has been 3 weeks since I recorded my last video, and I did not realize that it had been that long. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have committed to uploading a video every week. Um, and so I'll tell you guys what I've been doing in the meantime, on the reason why I have not, but I just noticed that and I wanted to apologize to you all because I did commit to doing that, and I am now back on schedule. And I will be getting videos out for you. I have so much stuff that I want to share with you all. I just need to get back in my routine so that I can post those videos for you. So, apologize for that. So I will get back to that. So thank you all today for joining me. So today I am going to be talking to you guys about my spiritual awakening experience for me and what led me to the place that I am today and how I feel about myself and life in general and the things that I see for myself in the future and my family. So, one of the things I want to start off is telling you what led me to my spiritual awakening, like what got me here. So basically, 2020 started off with like just a bomb exploding for me, and it was certain things. It just put me in a low vibrational place, and I could not get myself up. I was definitely in a sunken place. The lowest place that you could think of. I was there. And so, things started happening in my life that I did not understand. I was trying to put pieces together along with dealing with the shutdown of COVID, with COVID and having to quarantine and just process everything that's going on around me and why. Because I just couldn't understand it. I was like, what have I done to allow certain things in my life to go the way they're going? And I just could not figure it out. So I was trying to understand. I was praying a lot, which I do anyways, but I was really praying a lot. And I was just blinded by everything that was happening. Everything and how I may have contributed into things that happened to me. So I just went pretty much all of 2020 trying to figure out who I am. Why am I still here? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing to change my environment to a healthy, positive environment? What am I doing wrong? And so I had many days where I would cry. I would just cry, and I would just pray, and I would just beg for understanding, ways to figure it out. I was in a very low place with depression, and it was just completely taking over who I was as a person, and I could not be strong enough to, step out of it. It was just so hard. And so I went through it step by step. And it was just the hardest thing that I went through is trying to get out of depression as deep down as I was in it. And so I just would continue to pray. There were certain musics that I would listen to that would help uplift me and understand that the pain I was feeling is not something that I have to carry with me. There's a way that you can reverse this energy to make it something positive. Find out what it is so that you can see what it is you're supposed to receive from this situation to change the way that you're feeling. So it started there with certain musics that I started listening to. It still was rough. Every day was just like, it was just a struggle. I felt like I was just walking around numb, um, just not understanding like what I'm supposed to do. Why am I here? It just felt like nothing mattered. But I was slowly kept doing those things, listening to those musics and trying to understand and see the light in the situation of what I needed to do. And so I went through that for a while. And then towards the end of 2020 is when I started looking for like positive vibes. I started looking, and it was one moment I remember having to myself, and I was like, why am I this person? Why am I like this? So I literally just kind of like sat there for a minute. I think I was driving home. I was just in my thoughts, and I was thinking about every little thing from the moment I was conceived, that I could remember. The moment that I was conceived up to just, being a little girl, things that I went through growing up as a child, things that stuck with me, different fears that was attached to me when I was a kid that, affects you when you're an adult. So I literally just started replaying my mind, like in my head, like everything that I was faced with, like every time that I had to make a decision, whether it was me as a little girl, or, me growing up to be, into a teenager, or just as an adult. Every decision that I've had to make in my life, I started thinking about those decisions. And I was just thinking, I was like, okay, so some of the decisions that I made, like I literally I knew was, some of them I knew was a bad decision. And so I'm like, okay, I made that decision, which led to other things happening. So it was like, okay, if I hadn't made that decision to do such and such, I'd be doing something way better. So I just started replaying all the things that I had experienced in my life that I feel like affected who I am today. Because of my thought process, and you're maturing, you're trying to adapt to life and people that you're around. We're influenced by a lot of different things that we think are cool or we think is fun, so our minds is in this state of maturity on being a childish kid, being an adult, or being growing up to be a teenager, to be an adult, things like that. Your mind is just faced with so much energy of different people surrounded by you. You have those people to be like, oh, if you don't do nothing, you're scared, you're gonna get in trouble, blah 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 blah. And then you start thinking, well, I don't want to be that person. I ain't want nobody labeling me as no bubble boom because I didn't do something. And then there you go, you veer off over there to prove a point to someone. But in reality, you failed yourself. Like, you failed yourself, and you didn't trust yourself enough to be able to make a good decision. So, it was just like, okay, I have to take accountability of some of the things that has happened in my life, because you're always looking for something to blame of the reasoning, like, why this happened to me? Why did this do that? Okay, go back to the root of the situation before this even occurred, and ask yourself, was there a moment that you had that you could have made a different decision that may not have led there? Like, literally sit back and think, and just not take some accountability and ask yourself some of the decisions that you've made, and just see if you can understand, like, if you had listened, because your gut's never going to lie to you. Your intuition is not going to lie to you. Your intuition is going to lead you into the right direction. You just have to be willing to listen to it and understand it. So, and that's what I'm, currently trying to teach my kids, that, listen to self, even, when you're not with mama, but I'm always with you. I'm not physically with you. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut on the decisions that you make, because a small decision that you make can turn into a big thing. It can either go left, it can go right. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that when you have to think and listen to self when you're making any decision. Don't allow anyone else to make a decision for you, steer you into, something that's not meant for you. So you literally have to feel, like, you can feel when something's good or when something's bad, and you have to listen to self to be able to understand which direction that you're supposed to go. Um, so that's my story. So, like I said, all the troubles, everything I've been to led me to wanting to search further on who I am as a person, to understand what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm here. And so I started to, my brother, he loves to read. So I give a lot of the thanks to him, because he helped me by saying, I read this really good book and I want you to read it. And so, that was something fun, because I would read the book and then me and him would discuss it later. And so, but I started, reading a lot of books, and getting to know, like, a lot about history, a lot about, why we're here as a people, who we, things that we're supposed to be doing while we're here. It's just everything. It was just like an eye opener to me, that I have neglected self in so many ways, so many things that I've done that neglected that I neglected myself. It was like I never, like, I had love for myself, but I didn't love myself. If that makes sense to you, you make it understand it. But it was like the things I've been through and allowed myself in so many ways to be mistreated, even by my own self, and just not loving me enough. It's just like when you have, like, you're your own little baby that you're supposed to protect and nurture and comfort and take care of. Like, you have to take care of yourself. And, like, you have to treat your inside, your soul, like it's a precious piece of gold, a precious piece, a precious baby, new life, or something. You, whatever you consider it, you have to protect it and love it, because it loves you. It loves who you are. You just have to be aware, and understand that self is very, very important. And a lot of the things that helped me, like, I just started sitting down with myself and thinking, like, everything that you went through in life wasn't your fault. A lot of things that you witnessed was not your fault. A lot of the pain that you received wasn't your fault, but you didn't understand. You didn't understand at the time. So one of the things that you need to do, like, before, um, trying to understand who you are, is forgive yourself for the things that you have done to self. Forgive yourself for things that you have done to self that you didn't understand, known and unknown. Forgive self first, and really sit down with self and forgive self and say, self, I'm sorry. I forgive myself for the mistakes that I've made, known and unknown. Okay? Show gratitude to self, and self will show gratitude to you. It's very simple. And it's just literally sitting back and taking accountability for some of the things you didn't. Stop trying to blame, like, everybody else for a situation, because as long as you have breath in your body and you're here in this physical being, you have the ability to make great decisions on what could affect self. And if you're not going to protect self, then you're going to continue to lead down these places where someone else is in control of you and your energy to take you places that you're not even, doesn't even need to be attached to you. Um, so once you put that trust into self and then understands and you protect it and you secure it, you will start to feel love and energy that you didn't even know that you had. Like you didn't even know that you could even feel this way. Like it's so overpowering that I can't even explain to you, because you wake up and you're concerned about you as a being and what you need to do. And then once you have that energy and that love to you, that vibration just spreads out into your home, to your family, because they see you are your true authentic self. And it's a great thing. You're finally being able to see like what it is that you need to be doing. You're able to see, and then you're able to see the things that, like, wow, so that's why that situation happened, because I didn't even see it. I wasn't even paying attention enough. I was out drinking or I was high and I just missed that whole thing, and it led to that happening. hmm Because you're under mind control of negative energy. When you go out and you want to drink, you want to party, you want to have fun, a lot of times it's to cover up the pain that we may be experiencing when we're our natural selves. And we want to stop thinking about those things and numb that. So, it's like an addiction that we look to. But once you understand who you are and really just sit down and not with anybody else, like nobody else energy, not your mama, not your daddy, not your brothers, not your sister, not your friends, nobody, just you just sit down with you and just think about everything you've been through in your life, and just think about the decisions and things that you've made. It's a little like just a little decision that you got in trouble one time in school and you knew you wanted to make that decision. Like, just think about little things like that attach to you, that you grow up to be like, so you have to just kind of refresh and be kind of like born again and understand the way of life due to the stuff that you've been through, so you can cut that and then move forward with what's really for you. I took some notes because I didn't want to forget things I wanted to tell you guys. Oh yeah. So once you, okay, so this is what I experienced. So once you like figure out who you are and you understand, like, wow, I was carrying all of this with me. I was carrying all this pain, all this depression, all this hurt, and just negative stuff on me for so long that I just thought I couldn't take anymore. And so when you reach that point, you walk through that dirt and you walk through that mud, all of that, and you finally get to the light of seeing, like, I don't have to do this anymore. I could change all of this. Like, I could change the whole way that I'm thinking by listening to myself and understand who I am. And once you do that, and once you reach that higher level of spirit, knowing that you have your ancestors, you have God, you have people that's waiting for you to see that they are there to guide you into your path. And they've just been waiting for you to, like, reach them. Like, reach your higher self. Reach your higher self. We're just a soul people in the flesh. So listen, you once you have meditation with yourself one-on-one, and just like you're talking to your best friend, you call your best friend, girl, let me tell you about my day today. It was this. Sit down with self and have a conversation with self. And self gonna tell you some stuff about self. You ain't gonna like it, but you can have that conversation all day long. And once you realize, like, your ancestors is there to protect you, Your ancestors are there to protect you and guide you everywhere. You are never by yourself. They are always with you. And sometimes people be like, oh, yeah, that was grandma. I know she was protecting me. Yeah, grandma was protecting you. And she was right there, like, I'm here. All you got to do is ask for me, and I'm going to be right here by you. So this spiritual awakening journey is just like, it's so much life out here that once we get that mindset and understand like who we are and what we supposed to be doing, you see so much stuff. Like you start cutting people off in your life that don't mean good. I don't care if it's family or not. If it's somebody that absolutely do not mean you good, that's keeping you from being who you want to be because they just had that negative energy attached to you. Cut them. Cut them. Write down things that you know that you need to be doing. Write down things that you know that you need to be doing in your life. Don't wait for somebody else to be like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this. No, check yourself, check self, and be like, no, there's stuff that I know I should be doing that I'm not doing, so I'm going to do it. And once you start believing and understanding, it's just so many great things. It's just going to come your way that you've been waiting for, and it's just waiting on you to acknowledge like what you need to acknowledge. And protect those that you trust. Have people around you that you trust. And start your journey. Like, open up. Start your journey. Ain't nothing to be scared about. It's actually very fun. And it's just one of the best feelings in the world once you know that you are surrounded by love and that your ancestors are protecting you and they're with you on this journey of life, and that you speak to them and that they love you and you can talk to them whenever you want to. Listen to self, look within. Understand your mistakes. Ask for forgiveness. Ask your ancestors to help guide you on your path of life. Believe. Just believe. Believe all things. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. You can have the life that you want. I know there's like so many people in the same like place than I am. Like you're trying to figure it all out. Like you're trying to be like, what's happening? What is going on? Like you're gonna be faced with tests, to prove that you've changed. And you're gonna pat yourself on the back like, good job. That's what I'll be doing. Good job, Lee. You did it. Gratitude. So, the moral of this video that I want to share with you guys about my spiritual awakening is yourself is awaiting to you're needing to free yourself from your pains and life experiences that's led you to a low place. Your soul is saying free yourself and be free, because this world has so much to offer for everybody. And I know that we're distracted by the things that are happening around us, but once you free yourself and love yourself, you'll be protected. You will be protected from a lot of things that's going to happen in the world. So be aware. Connect with yourself more. And free your soul. Free your soul from all this pain, anger, lust, envy, anything hate that you have in your soul that you're carrying with you every day. You need to find a way to sit down and free yourself from that and ask your ancestors for guidance to help you release this pain and everything that you're going through, because they're okay. Like if you carry pain from your losing your mom, grandma, anybody, they're okay. They with you. They're okay. They want you to realize that they're okay, and you need to free yourself from any pain, because you can see them anytime you want to. If you meditate and understand that they're there, you will see them all the time, and they good. So you need to free yourself from any pain, anger, hate, all of this negative energy. Free yourself as soon as you can, so that you can understand who you are and start to live the life that is meant for you. So I want to say I share the spirit. I hope that somebody reads this. I hope someone takes something from this video and understand how to get to know self. If you really don't understand how to get to know self. If anybody have any questions, like I said, I am beginning this journey, and I've witnessed what it's done for me. So if you have questions, you can comment below. Say anything. I would love to have chats with you guys about this as you start your journey. You can also email me at itsmelily01@gmail.com. I do have an Instagram. It's me, Lily. So if you would like to, I can put those links below. You can also chat me or send me a message there and follow. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, because there's so many people that's trying to, reach their higher self and understand their purpose here. So you may be helping somebody else. If it's not helping you, it could be helping somebody else. So y'all share this video. Hope y'all like it. Gratitude to everyone. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for all my subscribers. I have 38 subscribers, and I'm so happy. 38 subscribers. Woo woo. I love each and every one of y'all. Bye.